I am Terry from Bed and Biscuits Boarding and Training Facility, and this is Shiloh. He's done really well. Unneutered male. He has some of the characteristics of an unneutered male, but I think, if I remember right, you're going to breed him, so I understand that. And he's done pretty darn good, really. I've got just a regular, I think this is like a 5 or 6 foot leash. I'm using a prong collar, which really helps him. It's not very big. We could go a much bigger one for his size, but he doesn't need a lot. And got lots of play there, so it's not too tight. Actually, at another length probably. Anyway, only use this, if you do use this collar, which I do recommend when you get him home, only put it on him when you're training. Don't leave it on him, because he can get hooked on a doorknob or whatever, gate latch, tree limb, whatever, and it's a type of choker, so it could strangle. Through all these exercises, I've worked with him at my left side. So when you walk him, do any exercises, he should always be on your left side, always. When I return, we're going to do the heel, the sit stay, the down stay, and the recall. We use hand signals and verbal commands through it all, and I'll teach you those as we go along. Okay, so this is going to be Shiloh's heel on leash. I usually start with him in a sit at my left side. The hand signal to sit is just pull your hand up like this. And I always tell him to sit and make that hand signal. He knows. He does very well at his sits. When you start walking, when you heel, you want him to be really, his front feet when you're walking about even with your feet if you can help it. A tiny bit ahead is okay, but much easier if you got to take a left-hand turn. If he's in front of you like this, it's hard to take a left-hand turn when he's in the way. You end up tripping and stepping in front of him and confusing him. So try to keep him right here. And when you're walking and heeling, try to keep the leash loose, just a little bit, and you just look where you want to go. And when it gets tight, you're just going to give a pull and release. Doesn't have to be that hard. You might have to do it a couple times. But when you pull and release, tell him to heel. He should come right beside you. Don't stop walking and cater to him. Keep walking, okay? Let's see how he does. You ready, Shiloh? Okay, tell him to heel. Come on, good boy. Come on, Shiloh, come on. Come on, Shiloh. When you stop walking, he should automatically sit. Praise him, good boy. I have not used any treats. I've just praised him when he does a good job. Good boy. Shiloh, come on. Good boy. And as you stop walking, don't stop real fast. Stop slow so he can see you, and then he should sit. Good boy. Okay, this is going to be Shiloh's sit stay. Okay, again, he's at your left side. Shiloh, remember, you got to sit. Good boy. And then the second hand signal that you need to remember is put your hand in his face, tell him to stay as you walk to the end of your leash. At home, you may only be able to get one step away, tell him to stay, and then return. Hey, Shiloh, he wants to lay down. He's a pretty good sniffer. He likes to sniff, but that's because he's unneutered also. Sit, stay. So you may only go this far away for the first day or two, and then tell him to stay, and then release him when you get back here. But you eventually want to go all the way back to the end of your leash like I'm going to do. Sit, stay, 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 stay. Don't stay out there very long at first, just for 3 to 5 seconds, then return. Then you can go 30 seconds eventually, but work your way up. And then get back here, and when you release him, praise him. Good boy. Okay, this is going to be Shiloh's recall. Again, you put him at your left side in a sit. Tell him to stay. Walk out to the end of your leash. And there again, it's like a sit stay. If he won't stay and let you get all the way out to your leash, just reinforce the word stay as you go out. Only go about 2 steps. As you turn around and back up 2 steps, tell him to stay. Then you're going to bring the hand signal to stay, put your hand in his face, don't forget. Then you're going to turn face him, and you're going to tell him to come, and the hand signal to come, and bring your hand to your chest. I usually take a couple steps back and tell him to come. You'll see how I do it. Kind of excited, like get him excited so he wants to come to you. Okay? And then when he comes, just really praise him. Ready, Shiloh? Sit, stay, 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 stay. Okay, good. Shiloh, come. Good boy. And he should sit, but if he doesn't, just as long as he comes to you. Good boy. Okay, this is going to be Shiloh's down stay. He's at your left side in a sit, okay? Tell him to stay. As you turn sideways like this, facing him, you're going to put your finger, you can get in front of him too. As long as he stays there, put your finger right to the ground and tell him to down. And sometimes with an unneutered male, it's the most submissive state. They don't want to do it, but I've been trying to make him do it. He gets a little weird about it, but let's see how he does. Ready? Good boy, Shiloh. Down. Come on, Shiloh, down. Come on, down. Come on. Down. Stay. Reinforce the word stay. 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 Exercise finished. Praise. Okay, for conclusion, Shiloh's done pretty well. I understand why you want to keep him unneutered. He would have done a lot better, and I think we went over this before the training with you. He would have done better if he was neutered, but that's just, some unneutered males do okay, some do so-so. He did so-so because, like the down, he does not want to go down just because he was neutered. I don't think he'd have that problem at all. But, you know, if you want to breed him, I understand that. Go through the doorways. I have him on a leash, to collar like this. I go through the door, I usually make him sit, or I'll just make him stay if he's standing. I walk through the door first. He wants to go through first, but I make him stay, and I open the door. I go through it. He's unleashed, and I tell him, okay, come, like a recall. And so that way, when you open up a door, he doesn't try to fly through the door first. He still will try, I'm sure, if he's not unleashed. But unleashed is where you have to start when they're young. So we do that going in and out of the kennel every day. I don't know what else. He's done really good with everything else, and I don't know if to recommend him off leash later on. Maybe if he was neutered later on down the road, after you bred him, if you were going to, then get him neutered, then he might be okay for the off leash. But off leash, with him the way he is now, unneutered, he wouldn't be a real prime candidate, but he's still a good boy. Thank you very much. Good boy.